What is going on, guys? Welcome in to a Friday night live stream. Let me make sure this is all right. Dude, I don't know if people have seen this clip. This is a pretty viral clip. I think pretty much everyone saw it. Someone had to have paid this dude. There's no way he said this. This is just, it's not believable, honestly. What's going on, guys? Not. It's the winter. It's not very fun in the winter. It just gets dark early. The clip has to be fake. Thank you for someone else. I mean, dude, somebody told this dude to say this, and they probably give him money or something. I really want them to investigate this clip.
Back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
But what did Obama do? I mean, Obama hasn't even been in office. Obama hasn't been in office in like a decade. Yeah, I think it's an actor, but it's funny that they would have him do that. He speaks too good English. I know he's like really good in English with no accent. The darkest days of the year are now over. Yeah, the darkest day is late December, December 21st. I still don't know if they're going to be doing the clock changing. It's a very polarizing issue. Changing the clocks or keeping them or whatever. I thought it was pretty ironclad that everyone wanted daylight savings time, but it's not that simple actually. They might just leave it as it is. He's probably an old illegal immigrant. I don't know, man. Even if you're an illegal immigrant, who says Biden forever? I don't even think Biden supporters say Biden forever. Do we still give money to Egypt because of Israel? Yeah, how about that? Did you see? I'm sure you saw if you were referencing it. We're going to stop all foreign aid except Israel and Egypt. Kind of funny considering that what people have been saying on the internet. I don't believe they would fake this. I can see how it looks fake, but it's also on the news. Yeah, I know, but my thought is that one of the ICE people probably paid him to say it or something. I mean, it's just so blatantly obvious. Like any American would be like, "Yeah, we're happy that like obviously he's saying fuck Trump, we don't want him in the country." The fact that Biden and Obama are being endorsed by him would be a bad thing. Wall Street Pepe. Nah, I don't even know what that is, man. Did you see Trump's troll post saying they're in talks with Mount Rushmore to etch his face on there soon? It doesn't surprise me, but I didn't see that. No. On what, Truth Social? This was nice. A little wedding anniversary. Looks like 20th. This is just some crap. He retweets it. Remember that? How we doing tonight? UNC? Are you talking about North Carolina? Did you hear? Thank you for the $2. Rubio saying we're gonna cut funding to Ukraine. Yeah, I heard that. They said we're cutting funding everywhere except for Israel, except for the mothership and Egypt, I guess. Thoughts on the Obama Michelle divorce rumors? Well, it's bad for the Democrats. They view Obama as a god, and a divorce it smears the individual to a degree. But I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. They would diffuse it immediately if it wasn't real. I think honestly, I think there's something there. Wouldn't they just? Pete Hegseth confirmed. Yeah, well, he had like a 97. Like after that hearing, he went up to like a 97% chance. Apparently, people are really nervous about Tulsi. There's the Rhino Republicans not voting for Tulsi. So Tulsi's probably going to be the problem, not even RFK Jr. because Fetterman's going to be voting for RFK Jr. Yeah, that's a scam whenever they do those that Jonathan. I hope you know that. How's Bumble going? I don't know. I think maybe 3 years ago was the last time I tried using that, man. He's calling me an uncle. I'm old. I mean, I guess it depends on when you were born, your perspective on who's young and who's old. There's a little philosophy from me. There's a little perspective, but I mean, I don't think I'm old. The Haitian was real. They all perform for the camera and say what they're supposed to say. What do you mean? I mean, that's a horrible look for Biden and Obama, though. Going disc golfing, dude. Who does that shit? It's 50-50 results with Vance outing as 51. For Hegseth, it was 50-50. Oh my goodness. That's not a good sign if that's true. What's been going on recently with Greenland and Panama? There was a thing with Greenland. I didn't do a video on it, but apparently there was a Trump had a pretty fiery phone call with the Danish leader or whatever. That happened. That just came out that happened. So Trump is getting really pissed off at the Danes, and they really have no say in the matter as long as Greenland wants to become independent. There might have to be some type of deal just to smooth it out with them, but they really don't have much of a say in the matter, honestly. Where are the deportations being tracked? I mean, you could probably look like Fox probably has a counter or something when their segments they'll update. I mean, the deportations in general are probably gonna we'll start seeing actual numbers. I'd like to see it in like a month or so. I mean, it was like a day, 2 days ago they were talking about like per day the deportations. Talk about Trump siding with Vivek, Elon on H-1Bs. Well, it doesn't surprise me. Trump admitted back in 2016 that he takes advantage of the H-1B system. He abuses it. But throughout the entire campaign trail, Trump says he wants legal immigration. So, to be honest, it didn't really surprise me that he sided with Ramaswamy and Elon on it. I think Elon's influence in the administration is significant, and it could be a problem, honestly. But I'm not too surprised he sided with, because he's gone out of his way to say he wants more legal immigration. But I mean, it's one of those things to where he was being a hypocrite, because in 2016 he said the system was broken, and then they tried compromising, like they're like, oh, it's broken, we're gonna fix it, but it's a little bit more complicated than that. We know with just how they take advantage of it, and now it's come out. I saw something with Musk and the amount of people he's hiring from India is just outrageous. Or he's got people working for him from India. How much would Greenland help us? Well, it's a lot. Well, it would certainly help us a ton, and just in general in terms of natural resources. It's a long game. Greenland is becoming more strategically important, but like the idea of Greenland, they can't they can't sustain themselves. They need some help. So why would the richest country in the world not help them? I think I might have just My seat was falling or something. Jack, thank you. I think we can split up Canada and change the electoral appointment process so they can become a state while keeping things fair. Definitely possible. Well, what do you mean? Split up Canada so it'd be 4 different states or one state? Because that seems like a contradiction. You're saying split up Canada, but then they're just a single state. You want me to lead a group trip to Greenland in the summer? Listen, I wonder how warm it gets in the summer in Greenland. It's probably very nice. It's probably very nice in the summer, honestly, like the 60s. We should take Iceland too. You know, I saw Iceland was trending today, and I immediately clicked on it because I thought Trump had said something about taking Iceland, but it wasn't. It was like apparently they found like American kids that got abducted in Iceland or something. I don't know if anyone saw that. I saw it was trending. I was like, because that'd be like the next one, Iceland. But I don't think they would try and take Iceland. Can't each province be a state? No, they don't have the population. Most of the provinces, especially in the north, do not have the population to be a state. They would never get statehood, and it wouldn't really make sense. I mean, you would have to combine them in some way. Honestly, this is what I think would happen. I think they would actually split Canada itself. The upper 3 provinces would stay territories, they wouldn't get statehood. The lower provinces would become the states and they would split them up. That would be my guess. There's really no point in those upper provinces being states unless you connect them to lower territory. How old are you and what state do you live in? That's a typical one. Let's take the Falkland Islands. I thought Trump was going to go for that. How's Greenland coin going? It's not doing too bad actually. It's like around 400K I think right now. It's kind of not done much, but it hasn't been in the news, so I'm not surprised it hasn't done much recently. Yeah, they could divide it in half, I guess maybe. The world forgot who Daddy was. I mean, it's bro. You're talking about Trump. Daddy's back. I live in Panama. Panama's getting really pissed. They ran apparently to the United Nations. They were angry. They went to the United Nations to tell on America. They're like the United States is being mean.
Do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris. And you know, we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't
Yes,
cost
and
a
they
lot.
can,
You
and
should
they are
let them
able
do
to-
it because
No, no,
by
no,
the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's going to
Right.
be 2 years.
If a
The
family,
people are
Melania?
willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
and they can
There's
do
not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but
Divide Canada, East Coast, West Coast. Yeah, I mean, there's a number of different things you could do, I guess. Any new swing states in 2028, it would be New Jersey. Fan of Hannity, you're watching him. Yeah, I don't really watch any of that stuff, honestly, man. I don't watch much on TV when it comes to politics. I don't watch much TV at all, honestly. At this point, when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of TV, but now I'm mainly just YouTube or phone or something like that. U.S. law only requires 60K people to be a state. I know, but there's also other things like look at Puerto Rico, for example, that technically they've went well past the requirements. But I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just the population in terms of statehood. Melania wearing a dark MAGA cap. I think she's just wearing a black cap, honestly. I mean, I can't 100% tell. I just think she's wearing looks like a black hat with nothing on it. How will Georgia swing in 28? I don't know. I mean, it's impossible to say. Small cap crypto, do you see going up? I'm in 4chan on Ethereum. That's one I've been looking at for a while. I decided to buy some of that. Not financial advice, but 4chan on Ethereum. Do you think Tulsi and RFK Jr. are going to face an uphill battle? Well, I agree with you. That's just how, unfortunately, our government is. RFK, but for different reasons. But with RFK, it's big pharma. It's going to be an issue. The lobbying against RFK Jr., those people are going to be paid off to not confirm him. Like, you can see it from a mile away. Maybe he'll be confirmed. I don't know. He had like an 75% chance from what I saw in the betting, which surprised me. I thought it would be like 50-50, but play Final Fantasy 7. I don't play that. It just came out on the PC. Should common civilians rat out migrants? Well, apparently ICE is paying like $800. ICE is paying $800 to rat out migrants, I guess. Which, I mean, listen, a lot of these people are leaving themselves. These people make TikTok videos. Dude, sometimes I'll just watch TikTok and, it's just funny. I just, some of these kids on TikTok, I was just like, damn, I wish they banned it. Because it's just such a cesspool. But no, I mean, I understand why they didn't ban it and stuff and, free speech and stuff like that. But it really is just a cesspool of young, ignorant bitch kids just pollute, just far leftist, just pollution. You own Bitcoin, Doge, and Trump's crypto. Well, I mean, good luck. You might get like a 3 or 4x. Since the Hegseth vote was so close, that's concerning that the Hegseth vote was close, man. That is concerning because he had like a 97% chance. They said Vance had to break the tie, which I didn't think was going to happen. People are just telling me this in the chat, but yeah, it's concerning. What's with Melania covering her eyes? I think it's like a fashion look, honestly, but I don't know. Waiting impatiently for alt season. Dude, I know. You'd think I think it was going to start, honestly, from what I saw, and then Trump launched the coin, and it kind of ruined it for a bit. Seriously, I think that's what happened, just the way things were looking. But also, it's with Trump coming in, it was going to be a sell the news, and that's what it was. But Ethereum just got crushed, all the Ethereum coins. JD had to break the tie. Well, you're not bullish on XRP. It's a 10x, no brainer. I mean, from here, I don't think it's a 10x. Did you see the unclassified? Thank you for the donation. MLK Docs saying he participated in gay orgies and was a serial cheater with illegitimate kids. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, is anyone really surprised by that? There's been a lot of, you know, history has written MLK very nicely, and I think it's probably going to start changing. But, it doesn't surprise me. Kentucky needs to primary the shit out of McConnell. Well, McConnell's retiring. Thank the fucking horrible. Don't think it was Vance that broke the tie. According, it was just Fetterman. Well, Vance would have to break the tie if it was 50-50. Split the right-leaning states, possibly 20 plus states. What do you mean by that? Split the right-leaning states, possibly 20 plus states? Was Hegseth more qualified? I mean, really, with the way this government should be run, he's qualified enough. Trump won every swing state easily. Confirm his picks. I think this is ridiculous, but this is what happens to Republicans, especially someone like Trump. It takes, it's always got to be a show. Everything has to be hard, but with Congress. Kamala gonna run in 2028, she said. Is that a troll? Like, did she actually come out and say that she was looking at running? Vance absolutely broke the tie. Just saw it on C-SPAN. Yeah, some people were saying it's fake news, but new to crypto and down big on Trump. Oh, you're in the Trump coin. I know you don't give financial advice, but hold, sell, or invest elsewhere. Well, so I would assume you probably bought the top or near the top with the Trump coin. What is it at $30? You probably bought it at like 60. Yeah, I would just hold it honestly. But I mean, I'm guessing it goes back up. The problem is you're gonna want, I would say, get out before before 3 months hits because coins are gonna be released and it's gonna probably dilute the market if Trump sells immediately his coins that he gets. So I would say probably hold it for a little bit, see if it goes back up. But if you bought it $60, that's tough. Why is Colorado so liberal? It's, Colorado is going through a migration into the state. People view it as like slightly more affordable than California. It's the same thing that's happened to those suburbs around Atlanta. There's just liberal people flock to these certain places that are seemingly more affordable than the mass liberal hotbeds in California, Illinois, New York. So they flock to like a suburb surrounding Denver. And I mean, look at what happened to Colorado. The country got more right wing, but Colorado in the last 3 elections is just gone. I mean, that's just what happens in terms of population shifts. Every time a meme coin explodes, you can't figure out how to buy it. Well, it depends. It's probably either on you can either buy it on probably Phantom or Uniswap. Do we know for sure Trump owns 80% of the wallet? Well, it's assumed. I mean, either Trump or his family. I would imagine. I mean, if it was actual investors, I mean, I feel like they would disclose that. Why else would it be anyone else other than Trump? He's the reason the coin is where it is just because of Trump's name alone. Unless there were investors that gave Trump money or something, or maybe something else got worked out behind the scenes. But it's just billions of dollars is created from dust because of crypto. It really is remarkable. People really don't understand how crazy that is. Like the coin, that coin that's at $30 billion is just, it's nothing, you know? It's nothing, but and like people, you become a multimillionaire. I mean, you'd be a billionaire off of that if you had that. It's just like crazy. What's with Melania and her covered eyes? I mean, it's a fashion statement, man. The turtle voted against Hegseth, I heard. Maybe he fainted again. I don't know. Do you believe the Obama and Mike divorce? Yeah, I think there's something there. Wouldn't they shut it? They'd shut it down immediately. You'd think they'd shut it down. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Let's be honest with it. It's probably real. Thoughts on the Hegseth nomination? I didn't think it was going to have to be broken by Vance, But, I mean, at least he got confirmed. I mean, Hegseth seemed like he was a complete lock, and he did get confirmed, but... Chiefs and Redskins? No, no. I think it's gonna be Bills. Bills versus Eagles. Canada is similar landmass and size to US, can be split similarly in the way to ensure fairness. It would look better aesthetically with 20 states. Yeah, but where's the population in those states even located, man? There's going to be no population in most of those states. So how would you do that? So you'd want 70 states, but I mean, there's not enough population in Canada, especially in the northern part of Canada, to split up multiple states in those territories. Thoughts on Pete Carroll getting hired by Raiders? Too old? Yeah, I don't really. I think that's a retread type deal. I don't think that's going to go very well. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too about the Obama divorce with the black community. I think that would be bad for that. That's why they're trying to keep it hush hush. But why is getting Republicans to vote altogether like herding cats, but Democrats always vote together? It's just poor leadership at the top. It's poor leadership. You have to get people in line. If there's not good leadership and people aren't scared of, you know, the speaker. I was stupid, got in at 26, sold for a good profit, then jumped back at 60. Later the day Melania coin got released. You got in at 26 and sold and then FOMO'd back in at 60, man. But I mean, honestly, a coin like that, I would never recommend buying anyways, because it's like, you're not going to get a 10x off of that. I mean, what's the point? I don't see it. I mean, it's crypto. I'm not investing into something I don't think I can get at least like a 30 or 40x off of. How low can Doge go? I don't know, honestly. I mean, it seems like you'd be catching a falling knife if you tried investing right now, man. I would wait for it to bottom, wherever that. Maybe it is bottoming. I think I saw it at 6 cents. Yeah, if you're looking to get into that, I don't know, man. There's something weird happening with government efficiency. Like, I almost wonder if it's already had its run. I know that's really bearish, but the problem is, like, it seems like it's kind of fizzled out. Like, I thought they were gonna market the. I mean, it is like the first few days of the administration, so we'll have to see. But I just thought it was gonna be marketed more by Musk, and I do see the government efficiency thing tweeting out stuff about waste and everything like that. But now Ramaswamy's not. They kicked him out. He's not there anymore. It's like it's lost its luster, and now Musk is like seen as this, like, he's really in with Trump. But I don't know. I mean, it could still do well. Like, I think it's going to run when Doge runs. Doge still hasn't had its run yet. 3x from here for Trump? I think it could, yeah. If it's at 30 right now, it could go to 90. I mean, that's pretty crazy, though. It could, I mean. But I think you're making it hard on yourself trying to get a 3x to 90 billion fully diluted. I like to see Ben Carson get a position somewhere. Well, yeah, Ben Carson had been rumored for, I feel like, a number of different things for Trump, and I don't think it's happened yet. Felt like Ben Carson was always rumored for something. I feel like he was rumored for VP, or maybe I'm thinking of Tim Scott. But then even Tim Scott, like, kind of fizzled out. If you aren't early, it's pointless. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's kind of like with anything, though. Did you see Jokic? Yeah, dude, Jokic's shot was crazy. You know, most NBA players won't attempt that. They're afraid of their three-point percentage will go down. They won't do those shots anymore. They had a video of Congress people being asked by some guy, like a Fuentes guy, asking congressmen if they were America first or Israel first, and it was brutal. They couldn't even answer it. Yeah, well, there's gonna have to be some time. I mean, dude, there are a lot of people that have just woken up to Israel, and it's not going away. Trust me, it's not going away. There's gonna have to be a reckoning within the government with this Israel stuff, man, because I mean, especially younger people, it's. Access just got confirmed. I saw. Bass looks like. Yeah, there she is right there. She was like having a little spat with Trump. She was trying to be like nice, though. You could tell she's like. It's like she knows Trump's in charge. Did you see Gavin Newsom and Trump with the handshake? What was that? They're like this. I mean, you can see there's some testosterone. They want to be the king of the handshake. Thoughts on Tulsi getting confirmed? Well, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. I think it's gonna be tougher than RFK. But then again, who knows? Maybe I'm underestimating the RFK problem with Big Pharma. Probably. But Tulsi's gonna be really tough, dude, from what I've seen. But I mean, it's possible. It is possible. Are you still in DJT 4700? Yeah, sadly I am. Honestly, Trump killed that coin. Gavin with the cast. Wait, he heard it. He's got a cast on his wrist or something. I couldn't get Trump coin on Coinbase or Robinhood for several days after it launched. Why is it delayed on some trading? Well, no, it just wasn't on the platform. It wasn't on Coinbase yet. Coins don't automatically, unless it's like some exclusive thing where it's like a legitimate project with utility. Coins don't open trading on Coinbase. Like that Trump coin opened trading on Moonshot. They don't just automatically go to Coinbase. That's why, I never buy coins off Coinbase. By the time they're on Coinbase, people have already gotten 100x's off of them. It's the same. Look at what happened to SPX and MOG. Those people have gotten, a 500x off the coin, and then it gets added to Coinbase, and the people on Coinbase go to buy it. You're buying after people have made millions of dollars already because, they bought it off of, I guess, a lesser known platform, but it's just, it's a DEX. Decentralized exchange. I wonder if Trump now knows about the drone. I mean, he has to know to a degree about the drones, 100%. He even said he knows about the drones and he was going to tell us, but he still hasn't. He has to know. Well, they briefed him. He was the elect when it happened, so he had to have known then. I ain't going back to Haiti. Biden forever. See, that's the line that kind of made me think there's just no way. There's just no way that's real. Biden forever, bro. You can't even get a pink-haired communist to say Biden forever. Well, yeah, communists probably hate Biden, but you can't even get like a pink-haired TikTok liberal who's just obsessed with all things liberal. You can't get the Krasensteins to say Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything he did for me, bro. I mean, it's just so fake. There's no way. There's just no way. You're an illegal immigrant who's committed crimes. You're getting deported. Biden forever, bro. Come on. Fuck Trump. Why do Mexicans get mad at Trump? Yeah, I don't know. Mexicans, you'd think they'd be happy if they love their country to be that there's deportations happening. It's an odd thing. Yeah, people are asking about confirmations and stuff. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, well, Heg said Tulsi's down to 54. So the only ones, it's RFK and Tulsi. Patel's at 91. Dr. Oz, 98% chance. Why is this in review? It's good. No, there was a time when Hegseth was only at like 10%. Not 12%. I ain't going back to America. Trump forever, bro. Thank Bush for everything he did for me. I do hope Tulsi gets confirmed. Is Jared Isaacman? I don't know. Maybe it was resolved. No, he's not. I don't think he's here. I'm guessing 100% chance. If he's not even, if you can't even vote. It just comes down to really Tulsi and RFK Jr. Yeah, it's because of these rumors. That's why it fell. It's not good. Don't fall for the Fetterman grift. Well, dude, Fetterman, it's just like the guy is. It's hard to take him seriously. The guy wears shorts around everywhere. Like, I don't even consider Fetterman really. I mean, I'm glad he's not. He's more looks like more conservative, I guess. But yeah, I don't really. I'm not a big fan of Fetterman. Why is her chance so low? Because there's been reports that rhinos are not voting for her today. That came out, so that's why it fell from like basically 77 to whatever 54. You think Matt Gaetz could have gotten confirmed? No, that's why they pulled the plug on that. There's too many rhinos to even come close to getting him confirmed. You're just hating on his drip, Fetterman. Put some pants on, bro. Come on. Favorite executive order? The crypto one. No, I'm kidding. You want to know something funny? I don't know if this is actually true. Tr- and I don't think this is true, but Trump changed the name, to the Gulf of America because Biden apparently put in an order to where you couldn't do offshore drilling in the Gulf of Mexico. So Trump changes the name of it to the Gulf of America. And now Britain's come out and said, we're not going to respect the United States changing the name, and they're still going to call it the Gulf of Mexico. The UK has said that. Do you see the thing that's come about the UK about that the black kid that killed those girls? That's just terrible. And that is horrible. And they sentenced him to like 52 years to life or something. I don't know. Fetterman looks like every alcoholic deadbeat dad from Ohio. Well, isn't he from Pennsylvania? What is your favorite Trump hotel? I've only ever been to one Trump hotel, so I don't know. The Chicago one. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the confirmations either, man. Especially when you got shit like this happening, where it just undermines Trump's. Really, it also undermines Trump's momentum, to lead if somebody doesn't get confirmed. It's just annoying. Your favorite executive order is the announcement of two genders. Well, that seems like, come on, that's self explanatory. But I understand why Trump did it. It's like a symbolism thing. I mean, you kind of have to do it after everything that happened the past 4 years with the gender and sex and everything. You think Rubio should be Vance's VP? I think it's a bit early for that with Rubio, and Rubio has his own issues. People do like Rubio, though. I mean, they did. You're right. He did get confirmed very easily. But he's got a really good approval rating. Rubio does, like the best out of anyone in Trump's cabinet. Are you a passport, bruh? Uh, I don't even remember the last time I used the passport. Might have been like 2019. Do you think Tulsi will get in via recess appointment? I think whatever it takes. Yeah, they might have to do a recess appointment. I know they were talking about doing that with Gates before. He said he's not running. Have you been talking about the Obama divorce? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the Obama divorce is pretty much confirmed. Let's take a look at this. I mean, this is, well, we'll see. This seems like a logical bet to me. No, I don't know. Your family donated to Rubio in 2016. Well, Rubio was, I believe, third place behind Cruz and Trump. Remember that back in 2016? And then Trump said Rubio had small hands. And then Trump mocked Rubio because he was giving some type of speech at a podium and he went for a drink of water. There's some good moments back then. Are you concerned for all the LGBT kids who are terrified right now? I mean, they're just perpetual victims. They just want to be victims. I don't know what they're terrified of. What did he? I'm not even sure Trump did anything. LGBT kids. There's no such thing as a trans kid. Number one, and I mean, to me, it's over dramatic. They want people to feel bad for them, like the worst thing in the world's happening. Trump's trying to make sure kids don't transition. It's really, really disgusting what's been happening with what's been allowed by liberals, and it's grown ups in the room are putting a stop to it. And I guess the kids are not happy. That's what happens. Kids need to realize you're not the adults. We know what's best for you. And which party will have more entertaining primary debates in 28? I don't know. Liberals are always milquetoast. I mean, really, the only reason conservatives haven't been is because of, although I don't know, Trump wasn't even involved in the debates. Obviously, there were no Democrat debates in 24 because of it was Biden, and then I mean the Republican debates. You had Vivek just try and make a name for himself. Wasn't it really just like Vivek against Chris Christie? I feel like in the 24 primary, there was really Nikki Haley was there. DeSantis kind of was just a robot. He didn't really do anything. Yeah, I would say probably the Democrats would have more entertaining because I think they're probably going to try and get an outsider in. Republicans, it's probably going to be Vance and establishment people, if I had to guess. Be nice for a Snowden pardon. I know that's getting hyped now because of what just happened. Vivek was Trump's attack dog. Yeah, he was. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered either way whether or not, Trump was so far ahead of everyone. It's just kind of I think Vivek just wanted his name out there. And he did a good job in those primary debates to get his name out there with the Trump people. And I mean, that got him a place within Trump's administration, but then he kind of flatlined. In 2023, when the trans shit reached peak shithouse, Dylan Mulvaney, Bud Light, Hershey's, yeah. The school shooter in Tennessee, Covenant, I remember that. And they wouldn't release the manifesto. Yeah. Did you solve your brain fog? Basically, I very rarely get brain fog now. But it was really bad for a while for me, but I rarely get it now. Snowden has no Bitcoin. He's probably got some shit, honestly. He probably does have Bitcoin. Are you able to see my comments? No. Obviously, yeah. They won't be able to find all those who entered illegally. Well, hopefully they get most. I mean, it is impossible to find every single one, but we would like millions deported. Did you see Trump going to California and debating the Los Angeles mayor? Yeah, I mean, I just saw that Karen Bass. I don't think it was really a debate, but yeah, I saw it. Bro, that's like the 7 different person you've said Obama's been banging. Now you're on to Rachel Maddow. I mean, who's next? Isn't there like 20 to 30 million illegals? Nobody knows. Liberals say it's only 5 million. Then people admitted it was like 11, and then Trump said it was like 20, I think. 15 to 20. I mean, I don't know. Probably like 10 million, if I had to guess. They'd have to deport 90 million. There's no way there's 90 million, bro. There would be a crisis if there was that many. Maybe there already is, but you excited for the 28 election? The 28 election is too far away, man. I mean, after the midterms, I think you can start talking about the 28 election. Did you see they already started some congressman has started a bill to try and the bill is to where you're eligible to run for a third term if you haven't served 2 terms consecutively. So it knocks off Obama. So Obama can't run, but Trump can. I mean, I don't even think Obama would win. He's too old anyways. But I don't think Trump's gonna run again either. But that's funny that they did that. Now they've got the idea is, oh yeah, no, you can run for a third term, but it can't be consecutively like 3 straight terms. Or, well, I guess with Trump, it would be consecutively because it would be this term and then next term. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it was something like that. What did you do to cure your brain fog? Well, considering my brain fog was given to me by a drug, I actually had to just wait for it to go away. I didn't have to do anything. I mean, I think I have a lot of bad habits and stuff. You know, I think when I move, I might have to take a break from YouTube, honestly, guys, because like it's gonna take me a while, anyways. When I move and stuff, I don't know. I mean, I kind of need to do YouTube, to make money. But I'm just trying to reassess things, honestly. Hashtag Trump 2028. Yes. Wouldn't candidates just abuse it and skip a term all the time? And well, I mean that seems kind of impossible, honestly, unless there's like a god candidate who's like everybody loves for like 3 straight decades. It doesn't seem like that's very realistic. Unless there's somebody that runs at like the age of 40, wins, and then skips, and then runs again, and then skips, and then runs again. I mean, I guess I don't know. YouTube gay AF, work the trades. Fuck that, dude. No, I like YouTube a lot better than that. It would be more so. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be like that. I wouldn't be. I would definitely rather do YouTube than that. I respect. I think I have a great job and stuff. But if you're not growing as an individual, it's Vince. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Trump is 80. Well, Trump is very old, yes, but he's still got cognitive ability and he can still move well. That's really what matters. You hope someone launches Doge 6900. I thought someone was going to launch Bitcoin 6900, but dude, all of these are just, they're not even doing well. Those type of coins, I'm getting pissed off. Those coins aren't doing well. Always honest reviews. Yeah, dude, it is. People don't really realize. I know. It's like people don't realize how good it is. And honestly, like, I've never had a normal job, anyways. I've never really been in the jobs. Like, if you look at my salary per year, it's probably the most. It's just very, very strange. Like, my salary didn't go from like 35 to 40 to 45 to 50 to. Trump is 78. Yeah, but imagine if he's going to be 82 when if he runs again. I mean, that's pushing it. I think we should keep birthright citizenship, but exclude illegal moms from coming over the border just to have a kid. Well, that's the heart of it. Yeah, no, birthright citizenship is needs to be gone. And if you actually interpret the amendment, they said that it's being abused. Basically, the author, I did a tweet on it. It's being abused. It's being manipulated. It happens nowhere else. Are you a citizen just because you're born there? I mean, you're a citizen to an illegal parent. That makes no sense. But liberals want to keep it. They need it. Yeah, I know. I mean, when it comes to my salary, certainly I make a decent amount. I mean, I've really only made decent money like the last 2 years, I would say. Like 23, 24. It's up for interpretation. Yeah, so send it to the Supreme Court, and then they'll rule it correct. They'll interpret it. They'll interpret it all right. How will you talking about make America healthy again? React to a confirm of RFK? Yeah, but you're saying it's sell the news? What's there to sell? The coin tanked already back down to 900K. I mean, you're not selling anything. You know what I'm saying? No, I think it would go up. I mean, because it's like RFK. There's some questions about him being confirmed. So if he gets confirmed, it'd be good news for that coin. I think. Will Trump become incapacitated at 81 or 82? I mean, I don't know. It depends how he ages, you know? I mean, he's aged well, though. I mean, if you look at him compared to 2016, he looks good. How bad are taxes in Ohio? They're not that bad. Well, I mean, the thing is, dude, it's bad if you like self self-employment tax is bad. Um, Ohio, I think, is 3%, so it's not bad. State income. I mean, if even if it was zero, they'd get you on like property tax or some shit, anyways. But it's like 3% state income. It's not nearly as bad as like a California. You know, California, if you're in an upper bracket, it's like 56% tax rate. So if you make a million, you only get like 460K, I think. I mean, there's probably ways around it, but like some people are getting screwed in certain states for sure. Do you like strawberry milk? I mean, strawberry milk is decent. I haven't really had milk in a while in general, honestly, man. It's strawberry milk is not that terrible. It's a very rare milk. I feel like you don't really get much strawberry milk nowadays. You see some chocolate milk, you see normal, but people are kind of against milk. They say it's nasty to drink milk. Taxes in Maryland where you live by basically 6% state income, you're saying? Where do you think the best state to live in is? Well, it depends what your job is, you know, in terms of where the best state to live in is. It also depends on your climate preference. I mean, in terms of climate, I think most people would probably say, again, it depends, but it's like South Carolina is a pretty good climate. Colorado is a pretty good climate, but it does get colder. Colorado, it gets pretty extreme heat. I mean, it gets extremely hot, like even in like Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota area, the plains nowadays. But I think like Virginia's a decent climate. Just depends if you like warm weather. San Diego was the best climate for warm weather because of the lack of humidity. Would you rather a dirty bulk or clean bulk? Well, I mean, dirty, you're gonna get fatter, but it's probably gonna be you're gonna get there quicker than a clean bulk. It just depends on how what your preference is in growing. Say I am Iron Man. I appreciate that, man. LSU was the team that offered Jeremiah Smith. Was it seriously LSU? I saw it was some team offered Jeremiah Smith 4.5 million to enter the portal. Apparently it's LSU. Yeah, I think that college football is just in such a shitty spot. All these players are like free agents. But I think he's staying at Ohio State. It was negative 50. Well, yeah, I'm sure in the mountains it's really, but everywhere it was really cold this week. It was really brutal. In basically the entirety of the United States, it was freezing. You should move to Georgia. I wouldn't live in Georgia. I think Georgia's a bit too. It's too hot in Georgia. It's just, dude, that's a good troll. That's a random troll, bro. Brandon Innes? Come on. Would the birthright citizenship executive order affect people that have already been in the country for multiple? No, I think it would be possibly for the future because I don't think they could do that to people already. Although I don't know, I'm not sure what the exact order is, but I'm guessing it would be for the future. Thoughts on Dem candidates trying to protect illegals? Well, I mean, you knew this was going to happen. It's politics. They love the illegals because they vote liberal. I mean, but more so they do. I think they like it more so to do their grandstanding on how much they care about human rights. That's honestly it as well. They'll say about a lot about human rights. They'll try and play to people's emotions. But this was already predicted by everyone. Will Elon last or self-destruct? It's hard with Elon, man. I mean, Elon is just it's a wild card every day with him. And with X, I mean, he's always relevant because of X. And I think he loves that. He loves being relevant. He loves being in some type of political position. I mean, I'm guessing that was his goal. That's the whole thing with Trump, endorsing Trump, and now like I like the White House, or I mean, it's pretty crazy. Bros trolling about Atlanta. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, Atlanta is. I'll pass on Atlanta, bro. Who's ready for meme coins? I'm ready for meme coins to go up. Well, I need meme coins to go up. I'm getting annoyed. Elon lost me. Lost me. He just wants attention. Well, yeah. With the salute, it gets all. I mean, the salute. Honestly, I think he was probably like let me see if I can get away with this or something. I mean, because people are blaming him for being autistic. I mean, really? I mean, that was pretty aggressive. You think Elon would endorse Trump 2028? Well, I mean, Trump can't run, man. Come on. But how am I supposed to predict that? I mean, Elon's a loose cannon. Who knows what he's going to do tomorrow? Right now, he's aligned with Trump. Are there probably market odds for Elon moving to Germany? What after the salute? I don't know. You want to go bet on it? Yeah, Atlanta and the surrounding suburbs in Atlanta. I don't know. I don't think about Atlanta, man. If Trump decides not to run, you will support Pete Hegseth for president. You're saying AOC throws up the salute and no one bats an eye. Well, she did it at that outdoor rally twice. I mean, but it was a lot more aggressive. Let's be honest with Musk in the fashion that it was done. Cash's most important confirmation. Yeah, I think he'll be confirmed. Oh, this is for the Obama divorce. My bad. Look at this. Bitcoin to 200K. Imagine Bitcoin went to 200K. Trump fully diluted market cap. It wouldn't shock me if it's. Oh, that's February. That's in a week. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's gonna pump that high. Wait, OpenSea is finally launching a coin. Do you think a lot of Trump's cabinet would end up running in 28 or 32? Well, it's hard in 28 just because if someone from that administration, if Vance wants to run, it'd be hard if you're in that administration to go against Vance and win in 28. But yeah, I mean, Rubio, would he try again? Gabbard, or would it be better for her to be VP? I think it was unintentional. I mean, but with Elon, come on. Even Israel is defending Elon. Well, they need Elon on their side. I mean, with the amount of money that he has, but I feel like he's like, let me just see, let me just do this just to see if I get away with it. I mean, would you move to Houston? No, I wouldn't move to Houston. When do the prices of groceries go down? Give Trump time to have an effect on things. They'll go down in like 8 months. You got to give Trump time. Dodgers are relocating to Tokyo. It would fit them based on the players that they have. Imagine if the MLB expanded, added a team in Tokyo. That'd be a hell of a travel year. Is Barron running in 2028? Yeah, Barron at like 2022 is definitely running. Barron is launching a real estate. Oh yeah, did you guys see that? Barron is launching a real estate thing with golf courses and stuff, and that's good. You know what? He can go do that. It's better than him making a coin. I'll tell you that much. He probably got in with 30 million on I think he got 30 million coins from Trump himself, so he's probably already made like 1.5 billion off of it. Is there a number on how many illegals have been deported? They were keeping track the first day. If there are numbers, it's probably going to be on like cable, like on Fox or something. They probably have a number. That's where I would probably look. But I mean, in terms of like the first few days, a lot of it is also illegals not even trying to cross the border because they know they're going to be denied. And so there's less border encounters now. That's another metric to look at where you can see it. You think 35 is too young to run for president? It should be 45. 35 is pretty young, but at the end of the day, it's like the people have to elect the individual. And also the party has to have a primary anyway. So it's kind of like, if you're that young and you get in, it's. I mean, I think the prime age to be president is right around 50, like 46 to 50, honestly, which is a lot younger than we've had. You could argue, people argue like 56 to 60, but should be 25. Yeah, that would be. I mean, there'd be no point. No one would. No one would do that, man. What is that? A fist bump, man? Nice little fist bump. Yeah, let me add a goal, guys. Let me add a goal for you. Wait, what is this? Oh, you can't even do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put a goal on there. I was gonna custom set it. Yes, I've heard about the Obama rumors. Yes. It seems like it's honestly, it seems like it's real to me. I looked into it for, a second. It looks real. There should be an age cap for president. Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard because we've got Trump in right now and he's really old, but I know what you're saying. What crypto are you investing in? I just invest mainly into meme coins and AI projects, I would say. Also, a few gaming coins. Should we be concerned about the Senate? Yeah, I would say so. What are the rumors? Him and Michelle Obama are getting a divorce, and he's dating Jennifer Aniston. What do you think about Gerard Mayo being replaced by Mike Vrabel? I mean, that looks like a big upgrade to me. I mean, they got angry because Mayo only got a year and stuff, but Patriots fans did not like him, obviously. Did you speak of Pete getting confirmed? Yeah, I think it's a bit concerning that it had to be that it was a tie, honestly. But I just learned of that on chat. They said it. I mean, he was at like a 98% chance to get confirmed. From Larry Sinclair. Wait, do you remember that Tucker Carlson episode with him where he said that he gave Obama a blowjob or some shit? That was a hilarious thing. That was when Tucker like first went to doing his show on X, and he had Larry Sinclair on, and he's like, he's talking about like he's smoking marijuana with Obama, and thoughts on artificial superintelligence, singularity. Yeah, that stuff it's impossible to gauge how far they are in terms of that process. Part of me thinks it's going to happen really quickly, and another part of me thinks we're overestimating the tech right now, and it might come a lot slower. There's two different sides, it seems like, to humanity in terms of how far we evolve. Because in 1950, people said we'd have flying cars in the year 2000 and all this, and of course, none of it happens. But I mean, if you look at where we are right now compared to 2004 with just smartphones and the advancement, like it's pretty crazy, but it's hard to scale. Like how advanced is that really in that span? And I mean with AI, I mean we barely the general public really hasn't even been introduced to it outside of like the bullshit, AI systems where you ask it something like Elon Musk's system. I mean, so it's like it's hard to really say and it almost seems like I don't know if you guys have seen Boston Dynamics whenever they come out with something. It's like they got a droid, robot thing going around doing gymnastics and stuff. It's like, I mean, I really don't know if that's a good idea but I mean, maybe it'll get to a point where it's like the advancements in it stop, or we can't really advance it further. I don't know. I mean, I feel like once it gets far enough, it's just a runaway freight train. And then you've got AGI, which is gonna control the humans. No, I mean, I don't know. Nvidia went fucking crazy over the past like years. Which investment apps? Coinbase, Robinhood, Cash App. What are you talking about? Which investment apps? I don't even use Coinbase, man. I can't use it. It's just annoying to use. And other people have said it as well now, how bad Coinbase is in terms of user experience with how they lock things. MTG went off on fake news concerning J6 political prisoners. Things have stagnated during the last 10 years. You're too young. What in terms of advancements? Ohio State. Yeah, Ohio State goes to see Trump. Yeah, that'll be coming up. They got to go to see Trump. George Droid is going to be the best AI. I just saw a funny I saw a funny clip on Twitter on that with Zuckerberg. Which do you use to find the best memes and AI coins? I would go to CoinGecko and look at different categories. That's where I would go. Go to CoinGecko and then go to the category section, and then you can see memes, AI, all the different shit. Here. All these different categories. To me, the best categories meme. Meme is the best one of the best categories. AI. I mean, gaming's been shit. Decentralized finance is a big one right now. There's AI. Play to earn was never big. AI agents has been something that's big. Isn't there a few AI agents in the billions at this point? No, they're close though. Did you see the video of the girl driving Ryan Day and crashing the golf cart? Yeah, that was embarrassing for her. And then she left. Do people still donate to BLM? I don't think so. I don't think people have donated to BLM. It's had to have been years, honestly. Blue Sky. Is Blue Sky still around, really? Citizens, yeah, citizens arrest deportations. I'm putting you under citizens arrest for being an illegal immigrant. She said sorry and dipped. Yeah, she just left. She straight up just left. How far from Cleveland do I live? Like 3 hours. Pretty much all subreddits started demanding that Twitter be banned. I know. And dude, it was so fake. Like you got these subreddits that are like they're sports. These people are not liberals. They're not liberals going they like sports. So and they're like, "Oh, which we got to but you know it's all fake fucking bullshit. It's all been coordinated by higher people and they go in and they have bots that upvote everything and stuff and it's like, "Come on. Oh, you're going to ban X. All right." What should be done about AOC? I see her as a problem. What young people liking her, is that what you see as the issue? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think AOC is kind of worn off in terms of. I mean, we'll see. She'll probably try and maybe run in 28 just to get her name more known. Yeah, I mean, she is. I don't even know what she is in terms of how far left she is because apparently they tried to rein her in a little bit. So we'll see. Make her more electable. It's AstroTurf to try and make Blue Sky. Yeah, well, Blue Sky is like that's a nasty app, man. They got some real big problems on Blue Sky with that app, and yeah, you're right. It is because they realize that Blue Sky is very liberal, so they want to use it now on Reddit because Reddit's liberal. She's pretty hot, AOC. Yeah, I mean, I did see a video of her, and she is attractive in some of these videos, but it's not about that. She's gonna try a presidential run. Yeah, I mean, in 28, that's the speculation, but she's too young in 28, I feel like, for it to be realistic. Dude, I do remember that video of Ari Shafir. No, he's had several videos of that type of stuff where he goes to deport people. Those were from a while ago when I was younger. I remember seeing those. TikTok permaban. Yeah, TikTok bans really quickly. They do ban really. That's the weird thing with TikTok, where they're like, "Oh, you're taking away free speech," but I don't even think TikTok doesn't have any of that shit. They ban really quickly, from what I've seen. Who's her vice president? Well, her vice would be a very old person that would be like stable, traditional, cookie cutter Democrat. Maybe Omar can run. No, that would not happen. Smash, Smash, Mary, ban. I thought it was Smash, Mary, because I understand. Tulsi Bobart, Anna Paulina. Um, Smash Anna, marry Tulsi. Love how all these people like Tate Fuentes, Fresh. Dude, what is with Tate? Tate just constantly just talks about. I mean, all these people are running the same grift. But no, I know what you're saying. You love how all these people Tate Fuentes, Fresh and Fit, Sneeko. Well, isn't Sneeko like a liberal now? That they like made fun of him and stuff, and now he's angry. Go out of their way to suck up to China. Yeah, well, they just see red with Israel, and they just nothing else. Israel's a you really can't say much on YouTube, but with them it's almost like with their relation. It's almost like with liberals with the word racist. It's like you call everything racist, it loses its impact. AOC is only 35. I thought she was 34, but maybe she just turned 35. I don't know. I thought she was. I thought she might have been. She might even be younger than that. Honestly, isn't she going to be 36 and 28? Quinn Ewers, yeah, Quinn Ewers kind of flopped there for Texas. He might be like a third round pick, maybe a second. I don't know. Do you think AOC beats JD? No, I don't. I don't think AOC is going to be their pick, anyways. Facebook feed is pretty bad. Orange Man bad. Yeah, no, it's constantly going to be like that. They're just bitching about. I mean, this is just typical conservative. Honestly, it's not typical. It's Trump's gone well and beyond what they normal conservatives do. Like imagine like Bush or McCain or someone like that, and just compared to Trump, it's just night and day. What was up with the priest? I don't know, man. She wanted attention. And I love how liberals say, "Well, no, she's the embodiment of God. She loves everyone." No, she wants attention. She wanted to try and school Trump and have a moment. She wanted it all for herself. It's actually selfish is what she did. Do you think Vance will actually be in charge of something? Well, VPs tend to not do much, but he's going to be relevant because he's the VP. He'll be relevant like Kamala was relevant. Although I mean, Kamala was very disliked, but he'll be relevant enough. Plus, he ran as Trump's VP already. People know him. For Canada, do you have a guess for who will run as the Liberal candidate this year? Well, you know what? I'll say this about Canada. This is the new narrative now, and I did see some polls that looked like they were looking a little bit better for the Liberal Party. They're like, well, because Trump is in now, it's going to turn Canada left wing again. Because there are a few polls, but it's also, I think, because Trudeau stepped down, and so they're more, some of the Canadians are starting to go back to the Liberal Party. But I think the Conservatives will get the majority, hopefully. But there are some better polls for them. But I don't know who would get it. I mean, I know Trudeau just stepped down, but who cares? It's gonna be some liberal bullshit, no name, like just pushing liberal agenda. It's a suit. That's all. Is it true Denmark officials were shocked at how serious Trump is? Well, what I heard is Trump had a stern phone call with them and it didn't go well. So I don't know. Maybe you heard some details of the phone call. But what does Denmark think's going to happen here? Greenland doesn't even want to be controlled by Denmark. Denmark has very little say in what happens. So I don't know what Denmark thinks they're going to get out of this. And what does Denmark even care about owning Greenland anyways? We're all a part of NATO. Just I mean, the United States is way more powerful. What's the issue here? What is Denmark even doing with Greenland? They're not powerful enough to do anything with Greenland. I don't understand where this false bravado comes away. Like, we're Denmark. We own. Like, you're not doing anything. You can't do anything. You don't have the economy to do anything. You don't have the infrastructure to build anything. It's this weird thing with Denmark. Like, how dare you? What are you doing? You're not doing anything with the country. And the country doesn't even want to be a part. Like, doesn't even want to be controlled by Denmark. Greenland, that is. What are the odds California turns red in 4? It's impossible. There's 0% chance of that. I mean, it'll continue to get slightly more red, I think. It's not gonna turn red. There would have to be like I mean, there's just not shifts like that in modern politics. You're not gonna see a shift of 20 points or whatever. I mean, if you got it under 10, that'd be crazy. Trump is going to put JD in charge of something to keep him relevant. Well, I think he'll be relevant no matter what. I mean, you're going to be in the spotlight if you're the VP, even though the VP doesn't do a lot. Denmark loses money on Greenland. I mean, it's they have to give Greenland money, subsidies, just to for Greenland to survive. How long do you think liberals will be saying Trump played us because the prices haven't lowered? They already started doing it, I think, as a troll, though. But yeah, they'll do it in about a month, I'd say. They'll really start doing it. The day California turns red, the day Republicans win every election. Right, that's why it's just not going to happen. I mean, if California is red, Illinois would already be red at that point. New York would already be red. Greenland just declares independence from Denmark. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. They already said they want to do it. I mean, like I'm looking at this Greenland coin and I'm waiting for it to do something. Honestly, guys, it's at 500K. Yeah, it's had a nice day. It's gone up a bit, honestly. What about the new states? New Jersey, New Hampshire, New York, New Mexico? What, going for Republicans? Yeah, I don't really think. I mean, New Hampshire is kind of a waste to talk about. It could be close. I mean, but it's 4 electoral votes. I think the one to look at would be New Jersey. New Mexico, I don't think so. New York, I don't think so. Even though New York swung decent. New York didn't swing enough. New Jersey, you look at it and you look at some of the stuff coming out of there. You're talking about it possibly being a swing state or a very slight, like, what is this? They got Google now. Yeah, they got Google. Nice little rug pull. Hakeem Jeffries already trolling Trump. Well, he's a child. I mean, how old are you, bro? He's trolling Trump on the prices of eggs. Wow. Yeah, because Trump got in a day ago. It's, I mean, these people are just clowns. What side is the Greenland coin on? Well, this is you can't buy it on this site, but this is the Gecko terminal. What happened with the Hegseth confirmation? Why is everyone so shocked? Well, I haven't been looking at the social media reaction, but personally, I didn't think it was going to be a tie. That's not a good sign when it comes to the next confirmations. People were pissed off McConnell didn't vote for him, I think. State is closer than many people think. A lot of independents in New York. But I mean, think about it. This was a great political climate for Trump, and he still lost to New York by a ton. I mean, it moved for sure, but egg prices skyrocketed in Colorado. Yeah, I feel like the cost of living in Colorado is pretty brutal, honestly, dude. Is that true? I mean, like this, like Denver's probably pretty high. Surrounding areas of Denver. How can I buy the Greenland coin? I don't give financial advice. I don't want to force you to, I don't want to tell you to buy coins and stuff like that. Trump just released the JFK files, and then everyone in the comments demands him to release the Epstein list. Yeah, well, the Epstein list, brother. I am. We'll see. We'll see what Trump does on that. There's a. I mean, I think Trump had a falling out with Epstein, and there wasn't any problems there. But people in relation to Trump, if they're, I mean, it's complicated, man. It really is. But the thing is they've talked to Trump about releasing it, and he says kind of in a coy manner that he's going to do it. So hopefully he does it. Left Colorado for Texas because of costs. Brutal. Yeah, I mean, it depends where you live in. But yeah, I've heard Colorado is pretty pricey now. Especially if you live in like a good suburb or in and around that Denver area. Boulder. He told Rogan he might release it. Yeah, he says he's possibly going to release it. I don't know. It's not necessarily the most confident thing. I think Trump is hesitant to do it because some political leaders are on there. Well, obviously, the question is also is people like that Trump knows on there and stuff, and they got to fence off liberal states from mass migration into red states. Yeah, that was a phenomenon that seemed like it was happening in Texas, but I don't know, man, with the win that Trump had in Texas. Where's another state where liberals are kind of invading like a conservative state? Like Kansas, maybe? Yeah, he was. That's the issue. He was with Epstein, so liberals can say that. That's how they're able to say that. He was open with his connection. Don't think he actually did shit with him. I know. Well, dude, the thing is, if he actually did something, and I mean, that would be the biggest blunder in election history. The biggest blunder in election history if they couldn't find something that he did with Epstein, like liberals in terms of Trump running in 2024. Seriously. So I don't think he did shit with him, but I think it's a lot more complicated than just releasing. If Murkowski wins the primary in 26, I ain't voting. The only reason she got in was because of ranked choice voting. Alaskans do not want her. Well, yeah, she's horrible. And she's probably not going to confirm any of them. I don't think Tennessee is shifting blue. Maybe Nashville. But dude, Tennessee went red significantly. North Carolina slightly, Georgia. Yeah, but Georgia's already kind of a swing state. Utah, Utah I can kind of see because of how light it shifted. Georgia's about to be, but I mean, Georgia was already blue, then it shifted red. Now it's, I mean, there definitely is migration in Georgia. You're right, into the suburbs. North and South Dakota, nah, I mean, the state would be too big if you merged them. It's better they stay. You don't want the state that big. It's better they stay north and south. And also, RB, remember, we want those extra senators there, and so it's not smart. Murkowski on the ballot. It'll be Democrat versus Democrat. I won't ever vote Democrat. Well, yeah, what do you do? Alaska's interesting with the way they've shifted. What was Alaska this cycle? Plus 12 for Trump? I know liberals were very optimistic that Alaska, believe it or not, was shifting liberal. But I think Trump, partially because it was just such a big red wave, won it by more than he won it in 2020. Remember in 2020, they didn't want to call Alaska for like 7 hours or something? Alaska was like not called for like 8 hours. All of Utah, Nevada. I mean, Nevada, you can't really tell. Arizona, you can't really tell. Montana, yeah, you're right. There are liberals moving to Montana. Georgia could flip blue in 20. I mean, it already flipped in 20. Sorry to be off topic. I'm just now tuning in, occupied with the confirmation vote. Well, how about that vote? What I mean, I didn't think it was going to be a tie. I don't think that's good news going forward, especially for Tulsi. Georgia was never deep red prior to 2020. Well, Georgia was an SEC state. It's just kind of assumed they were going to be conservative. Is this Greenland crypto on Kraken? Dude, come on. You're trolling me. Why is Andrew Tate even related to this? I mean, he doesn't even have clout in crypto. Dude tries to. This Greenland coin is not on Kraken. It's 500K market cap. It's not going to be on Kraken, man. It's on Phantom. Eventually, Georgia will lean blue. Well, if it continues to shift the way it's been shifting, yeah, it'll probably lean blue by like 4 or 5 points. Missoula. Really, Billings is fine. I thought Billings was going to the left. Jabril Pepper is best ties, but you're trolling again. You got to stop that. Alaska is neither liberal nor conservative. They're Republican with heavy libertarian leanings. Yeah, but if you're libertarian, you're gonna be conservative. Let's be honest. I mean, there are some libertarians who just they refuse to side with either, but most of them, if they do, they'll go right wing. But they got angry at Trump for not doing a pardon fast enough. It was like, calm down. Before Dems in the South got more liberal in 2000, were blacks more Republican or Democrat? Well, blacks have been controlled by the Democratic Party for many, many decades now. Super, I appreciate it. Thank you. New Brown Stadium looks amazing. Yeah, I mean, I think some of unfortunately some of it gets taken away because it's built into the ground. It can't be as grandiose as I would like it, but they had to build it in the ground, I guess. Georgia will be blue by 28, 26. Well, I mean, it was already blue in 2020. And really, the only reason, Kemp won was because they love him. His approval rating in Georgia is way better than Trump's is. Heard Mexico was refusing our planes to land to drop off illegals. Well, there's always going to be problems with Mexico in terms of cooperation. They're a horribly run country. Would we expect anything less? But I have heard issues to where they're not cooperating in terms of the deportations. Georgia blue, Virginia purple, New Jersey. Yeah, no, it does seem like things are trending that way. Certainly. Virginia, I thought would have been a little bit closer based off of some of the margins, but that is kind of the trend that we saw this year. It was like the exaggerated margins were in states that were already conservative, like Texas and Georgia, but the swing states were still very close. There was only one real exaggerated swing state, Arizona. But New Jersey, it seems like it's rapidly going to the right, which, what is that, 14 electoral votes? Virginia is another like 13 electoral vote. You can lose Georgia if you make Virginia a toss-up and take New Jersey. You'll make that trade, I think. But, obviously you wouldn't want to lose Georgia. Maybe Georgia just becomes a pure swing. It just depends on if the shift continues in terms of the population. What do you think the top is of the Trump coin? It's impossible to say. It's impossible to say what the top is for the Trump coin. How much insider supply do they dump? Who's it controlled by? It could probably go to 100, fully diluted 100 billion, but it's so manipulated. The coin is just so manipulated. Dude, I would imagine a lot of these dumps are probably people within Trump's family. I'm not going to lie. And they're dumping, like these candlesticks, this is millions of dollars being dumped. Probably over $1 billion, honestly. For some of these, it's just so much money. Libs in California should vote out Democrats and replace them with Republicans before moving to conservative states and bringing their liberal policies. Yeah, but that's not going to happen. What about Maine at large? It didn't move. Maine at large, if I remember correctly, was still Harris. It would have been Harris like +7 to 9. Disappointing. I don't know. It seems like Maine at large probably isn't likely. If you get that environment to where it's still a problem. The thing with you look at Maine and Nebraska, it really is a 1-for-1 trade-off. It's like if they make Maine winner take all, I would be surprised if Republicans won it in 28. But then make Nebraska winner take all, then Republicans get the electoral vote back. It's like a trade-off 1-for-1. But I hope they all go to winner take all. You can sit in traffic for an hour in Atlanta and still be in Atlanta. Well, how about the taxes they're doing now? The tax system and how it's working. They tax you for driving in New York City. That was a viral thing that happened. And so they're taxing these, bigger cars get taxed more. Semis get taxed like $9. They'll get your plate and it's electronic. And so now there's less, they want to eliminate congestion. But you know what? I think the future of cities is going to be what Elon Musk did with the Vegas Loop. All of the major, a lot of the major traffic is going to flow under the city, and they're going to eliminate obviously the parking lots and a lot of the streets and the congestion, and it's going to be a lot more greenery, and it's going to look a lot nicer. But they're going to start building cities with a lot of the traffic flowing under the city, so you don't have to look at it and stuff. Those toll roads are shit and useless. Yeah, I would hate that. I mean, obviously, I mean, if they helped, but I mean, it's like, how are you gonna? How am I gonna pay money to drive? NYC is uninhabitable. Well, yeah, I think there's just too many people, and in a city where it's very densely populated, you can get away with it first world and do it, but it has to be run perfectly, and it actually has to be run very strictly. And when you have liberal leadership, even with Adams, who came in and was going to clean it up, it's you're not going to have it. You're too lenient on crime, and there's just the population density won't allow for you to be lenient on crime. It has to be very strict immediately. Crime is like the number one thing to get under control. Homelessness, but they just allow it to get. I mean, once it gets to a certain point, it's like a snowball. It's unbearable. You think New Mexico will ever be a swing state? I mean, it's not impossible. Well, it's, you know, I would consider it right now going into 28, probably like a 7-point lean Dem. I would be surprised. I mean, you know, Trump had that weird thing where he did a rally in Albuquerque, and I don't know if his internals had to have been showing something. But a lot of us were saying, why go to New Mexico and not New Hampshire? Because New Hampshire was looking better for Trump. And New Hampshire was closer. It was like 2 points. Now, I mean, I would say New Mexico. I feel more optimistic about New Jersey than New Mexico. It just seems unlikely. I mean, you could argue if Trump gets the border under control, it could help with New Mexico. Do you think Minnesota will become a swing state? It's unlikely. Republicans never win Minnesota, man. Minnesota's been like, well, Trump got within 1, and then it was 10, and then it was 5. I mean, he got within 1 in 2016. It's possible. You know, I saw Trump say something. Did anyone see what Trump said about wind turbines and solar farms and things like that? I don't know if anyone saw that. The communist state of Washington, worse than them all. Well, Washington and Oregon just won't move at all. Both Washington and Oregon are just controlled by Seattle and Portland. Also, are there any suburban areas in New York City, or is it just fucking apartments? Well, it's so densely populated. I think you have to get out a little bit to find suburban areas. Honestly. Is the national voter ID law non-constitutional? Well, it's going to be challenged. It's going to be an issue to try and pass. I mean, it's so stupid, so dumb. Yeah, so I was listening to liberal arguments on that, and their arguments are basically minorities are too poor. They can't pay $10 to get their own ID, and they don't have access. So, it disenfranchises minorities. So that's the entire argument. But this is going to be a huge legal battle. They blatantly cheat, and then they play dumb and say, well, it's just because they can't get their IDs, that's all. Even though all the very far left socialist liberal countries in Europe, they even admit you have to have national voter ID. We can't have it because it would just disenfranchise. It costs $10 to get an ID. If you can't pay for an ID for $10, you shouldn't be voting in the first place. I mean, Washington has the worst politics, worst traffic, worst weather. Yeah, Washington does have a lot of rain and clouds. But you know what? One of the things with Seattle in the summer, it's very sunny in Seattle, believe it or not. from what I've seen. Because I ever thought Seattle was always rain, but it's not. It gets really like just straight sun in like June, July, August, I feel like. Have you seen Trump versus Bass in the video? Yeah, I watched a little bit of the video. I didn't watch the full thing here. Where Trump was, it didn't seem like they were, it seemed like Bass was trying to be agreeing with him or agree with him. I don't know. Could Nevada stay red? I would say Nevada's a pure swing in 28, honestly. Yeah, I mean, 3 points for Trump. It's a pure swing, let's be honest. Seattle sounds like a hellhole for conservatives. It's a typical liberal major city. I mean, it's gonna be not good. But up there, they're so detached from everything. It's even worse probably. But I mean, Seattle, Portland. Maryland and Washington D.C. are very rainy. You know, Washington D.C. The weather in Washington D.C. nowadays is pretty mild. Like they had that really cold inauguration, but it's very mild in D.C. nowadays. From late June to mid September, it's usually in the 80s and sometimes 90s. I lived in that horrible state for a long time. Yeah, well, you'll get that a lot. You'll nowadays you're gonna get the 80s and the 90s and pretty extreme weather like that in the plains as well. You'll get that in South Dakota. You'll get that in Montana. You'll get that in Iowa. I mean, the only place where it's actually in the lower 48, outside of the coasts, which are affected with the ocean, where it cools it down, it's like places in Colorado or like low 70s in the summer because of the elevation. You could spell the. You know what, dude? I really wish there was a massive conservative city that was built. I think it would be a lot better because there is good city life and stuff like that, and you could still find it. I mean, there's still good areas of these cities, but it's like so much of it is shit. When you have a city with such high dense population, the leadership has to be so on point. And with these liberal cities, it's just not, and it shows. And when you get with these very very big cities, these small problems get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they get unmanageable. Just like the homeless problem in LA, it's unmanageable because it was created. The politicians didn't do anything about it. It's like an emergency. You have to do something about it immediately. There's too many people. And if you don't do anything about it, it's just impossible to do anything about it other than just doing something drastic, which it's like, then you're talking about human rights and stuff. I mean, it's just, there's nothing you can do. It gets cold in Northern Virginia, D.C., once every 8 years. Well, they were talking about Massachusetts hasn't had a snowstorm in forever. I think Massachusetts had a really bad snowstorm in 2015, and then they haven't had anything since. And then I think they just got hit with one. It's been very cold here. It's actually warmed up a little bit, and then it got really cold this past week in Ohio. It was in the negatives, but that was the entire country. Look at Florida. It was snowing in Florida. In Texas, it was under 30 degrees as well. It was like there wasn't even it's just the entire country was engulfed by that vortex. Oh man. Soul on a casino chain. Avalanche. COQAI. Wait, you're from Switzerland? I mean, I appreciate it from Switzerland, man. Thank you. I have to look. I mean, I don't even know what you're talking. You're talking about Solana? Do you think RFK will be confirmed without a recess appointment? I think RFK will probably be, well, I don't know. Again, RFK, it's just a wild card because of the lobbying by Big Pharma. That's going to be a big problem. But I think RFK has a better chance of being confirmed without a recess appointment than Tulsi. But there, it's like 50-50 between those two. Trump really rugged his supporters. Well, actually, I can't really, we can't really confirm it's a rug pull until his coins go into circulation. But no, you're right. It basically is a slow rug pull. But this would not be the right. I mean, there are insiders that probably sold a bunch of this shit, and that's. I mean, it's just the coin's heavily manipulated. You can't really say anything about it other than that. What should be done with Puerto Rico? Nothing. Not actually. Puerto Rico wants to stay a territory. Go look it up. They like being a territory. They like getting benefits and being protected by the United States, but they like the no taxes. They like the freedom. The Puerto Rico likes being a territory. They don't want to be a state, and they also can't really be independent because they would rather have the protection of the U.S. They want to be a territory. Liberals lie about it, and they say they want to be a state, and they manipulate the polls to try and make it seem like most of them vote for statehood when they don't. That's a problem that's been happening because they really want those 14 electoral votes. They really want the senators. And now people in Puerto Rico have to come out and say, no, we don't want this. I mean, they're manipulating everything, and it's sad what these people are doing and trying to manipulate Puerto Ricans and stuff, and they don't want to be a state. But listen, we're fine with granting Puerto Rico independence as long as we get some other countries. Is Reddit mostly bots? Yeah, a lot of bots on Reddit. It's very easy to create. You know, there's no, you know, it's all anonymous anyway, so it's a lot easier to create bot accounts there and make it, you know, look. I mean, you don't have to make it look realistic. There's no profile picture or anything. Thoughts on XRP? You know, you're looking at like a 3x from here. Both coins are rugged all the way yet because one is locked at 80%, the other 85%. If it wasn't for that, it would be down so bad. Yeah, it would be. You're right. It would be fucked. I mean, that's with a locked supply of it. Well, the Melania coin, they didn't even get the tokenomics on it right because they said it was like on the website it wasn't even the correct like vesting. They had like it said like 80% of the coins were locked, but it was really like 85 or some bullshit. No, not Shiba. No, you don't want to buy Shiba Inu, man. BTC, Solana, Ethereum. You're giving me crap. You're giving me crap. ACC, what in the fuck is that coin? You're telling me to invest into ACC, whatever your own meme coin, really? That you tried shilling me? Seriously, man. That coin's got like I mean, this is not good, man. You got to be kidding me, man. This is what you want me to buy? You're joking. 65K fully diluted. I don't even know what this thing is. You're trolling. Man, okay, this thing had a run though. I'm not gonna. This thing had a run to 2 million. You trying to build the community? You trying to build the community? I can understand it, man. I can understand it. It's a grind. It's a grind. This shit is like a hundredth of a penny. This is typical. This is the type of stuff I invest into. Oh, man. Should we invade Cuba and annex it? Come on. AI agent. Yeah, but what's the market cap of it? What is it? On Solana? Come on, bro. It's at 100 million. You're trying to dump on me, dude. See, you're trying to dump on me, man. I just don't like this. Yeah, this thing has dipped pretty crazy. It almost went to it almost went to a billion. If it's down 98%, it can only go. Well, no, trust me, it can continue to go down. Trust me, it can continue to go down. Thoughts on NATO sending troops to create a demilitarized zone in Ukraine? Yeah, I saw that. That was part of the agreement that was going to be happening. So it doesn't. If that's what it is, it doesn't surprise me. That's what they said it was going to happen. Rug pulls. Well, this isn't a right. This is an actual project. But yeah, there are a lot of like. Did you guys see Vine? Like the creator of Vine made this apparently. It just came out. Borders are. I remember that coin. The Avalanche Foundation. I think Avalanche is probably going to be a part of the digital assets reserve. If I had to, dude, I know what you're talking about, Lorenzo. Yeah, the pastor. Didn't his coin rug? Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Deliver us from temptation. Oh, no, 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 no. Avalanche Foundation is investing in AI with Midjourney tech. Check it out. AI also paired with meme coins on Dex Screener. Just saying. You Swiss are big into AI, I see. You know, they say Switzerland is the country of neutrality because of its geography. You can't really invade it. Oh, man. Come on. The pastor got a payday. Dude, he was given a performance for this. He was given a performance for this. This was a performance, man. He got people. He got people. Just discovered the channel a few months ago. Love your daily vids, man. Also getting back and checking out some of your researched non-current events. Awesome stuff queued up. Hey, man, thanks. I appreciate it. Well, we'll take a look at your AI agent coin. Really? You're shilling me a coin that's up 50%? Oh, you. All right, this is a brand new coin, 21 days old. Yeah, this coin looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good. Is DMAGA moving? DMAGA remember when I mean, DMAGA got destroyed. Honestly, it got destroyed because of Trump. I thought it was going to start going again, and then Trump killed it because he launched his own meme coin. Look at this. This is when I bought it, honestly. I bought it probably like right here. Yeah, probably like right here is when I bought it, or like right here. And then you had the election, and then Trump won. This is when Trump won. And you'd think it'd be like, all right, now we're gonna get it. Now we're gonna get we need to go to 30 cents. Coin doesn't do shit. Mass accumulation phase. Trump's inauguration, it finally starts waking up a little bit. But it doesn't matter. Because Trump launches his own coin and kills it. It's unfortunate. Did you see Trump smacked the mayor around? Well, I was watching it and I didn't finish it. I mean, I thought the man, it seemed like the mayor was kind of agreeing with him, but I didn't finish watching it, honestly. Yeah, I remember. I mean, this coin is it's just called Hawk, I think. Is this the one that's it? Yeah, it's not doing jack shit. Oh man. I was hoping against hope Fetterman would break from Democrats and vote yes to confirm Pete. Yeah, well, the hope maybe RFK Jr. he will. Did you see the Musk salute? Yeah, I saw it. I thought it was a bit strange. Yep, yeah, he got confirmed tonight. Which countries have you visited? Like vacation areas mainly when I was younger. Nothing. I mean Mexico, but really not Mexico. Cancun, um, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Punta Cana, Bahamas, Canada. But I mean, a lot of it, pretty much every American goes to Canada once. You got to go to Canada. Canada's an extension. It's not. It's not anything. I mean, there are a little different aspects, but I went to Canada when I was like 10, anyways. What purpose do these coins have other than being scams? To make money for the people that created the coins. That's the purpose. If you're talking about a coin like this, that's the purpose. And then maybe it gets CTO'd and the community tries to revive it, but it's, there's just so many coins like that anyways, it's hard to really say which ones are going to be revived. Like, it would be like a meme to revive this coin, but it's like, again, there's just so many coins. Does DMAGA have potential? I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not in DMAGA. I didn't make anything off of it because it's bullshit, honestly. I mean, I guess I should have sold it during election night, but Cancun is the only decent part of the shitty. Well, there are other cities that are kind of all right that I've heard, but obviously there's a lot of very dangerous places. They almost recommend like tourists at a certain point. It was like, don't even go there because on your ride to your resort, there could be issues from the airport. Thoughts on voter ID for California for fire money? Yeah, I did see that from Trump. I was pretty surprised he went there with that, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think he'd go there. But I don't know if he was a bluff or whatever. But I mean, obviously, it's ridiculous. They do need voter ID. There's no doubt about it. But I didn't think he would go there when it came to like the fire stuff. But I mean, to be fair, Democrats did withhold stuff from North Carolina, the rural areas, and you did have top Democrats celebrating that the rural areas got hit because they were like, it's gonna be less votes for Trump. I mean, they did celebrate that. Remember Axelrod celebrated it on CNN? How much do you put into these things? Well, I mainly buy Ethereum coins and not Solana ones, but it just depends on the coin, honestly. Sometimes it's, I'm getting bigger to where I can put more money into these coins and stuff. It's just like you got to detach yourself, but I'm getting pretty sick and tired of it, honestly, because it's like this is supposed to be the bull run. This is bullshit. It's not. Nothing's even happening. They're going down. It's like. And then Trump launches his coin, and it just dude's gonna make like $5 billion. It's like, come on. Dude, but I was in SPX. I don't know if you guys. I'm so pissed off. You got like SPX is just. So the thing. I'll show you guys. I wonder what it's at right now. So it's at 1.18 billion. All right, so this coin, I had 270k coins of this. And by the way, this coin is going to, I'll show you guys when I bought into it. So I bought into it probably like somewhere right here. I think it was back in May. And then I sold in September. So this is like the worst possible thing you could ever have happen. Like, not even kidding. Trump's coin synced his stock. DJT. Yeah, his stock went down as well. Yeah, probably money flowing out of it. He can't sell while holding office. What, his stock, you mean? I don't think there's anything on crypto. Did you see the Wall Street Bets guy who put his grandpa's 1.5 million call into options for DJ? Yeah, someone told me about that. Didn't he lose? Could you tell us numbers wise on wins and losses? It's probably about even right now. I think it's going to end up being very good for me. I think I'll make a lot of money, but it is probably even. I had made a lot of money, and then it's kind of come back. It came back down, and now it's hard to say. I think I probably made more money, but then again, when you take money out, you're going to get taxed. So it's like, you really got to make a lot. How much money did you not end up making? Like 500k. Thoughts on Doge? I mean, Doge is a very high cap. I think Doge would go to $2 at least, though. Who will rebuild Ukraine? I don't know. What is the damage to Ukraine exactly? I mean, I know they've been bombing different cities, but I don't know if it's totally destroyed. I mean, it's not destroyed. He thought inauguration was going to shoot the price up. Yeah, well, he got screwed because of Trump, that Trump coin. I mean, I'm guessing it probably would have went up without that Trump coin, honestly. I mean, that just sucked everything. Well, dude, with this coin's probably going to go to $20 or $30 when you think about it. So once it does that, that's going to be a major. That's going to be like a 5 mil loss for me at least, or maybe like a 4 mil. What was your biggest crypto win? Oh, well, Mog was another one that I was in, and Mog went crazy as well. But like my biggest crypto win is probably a pre-sale that I invested into. But unfortunately, like I've because there's a vesting schedule and stuff, and it was a gaming project, and I invested a lot into it. But then I mean, unfortunately the price has gone way down, but it started off pretty high, and I was able to get a really good return. Why do you say it'll go to 20? This is like the number one meme coin of the cycle. This will probably go to $50 if I'm being honest. I wouldn't be surprised if it went to $40 or $50. That's why I'm in the 2.0 version. I'm trying to get the 2.0 now. Because, I mean, I missed it. I mean, I had this one, but then I sold it. How bad are the taxes on crypto? Well, the taxes are going to be a lot better with Trump. He's eliminating he's eliminating some type of tax. It was capital gains. I don't know if he's doing away with that or not, or lowering it. But the problem is the short-term capital gains, which is what we'd all get hit with. I mean, unless you hold crypto for like 3 years, which is if you hold one coin for 3 years, I mean, yeah, then you're not going to get the short-term capital gains tax. But I'm going to get nailed with the short-term capital gains tax if I make money, which is whatever. But I think it's like, let's say you're cashing out 10 million. I would be happy to walk away with like 6.2 million. But I think with Trump, I could probably walk away with like 7.3. But I don't know. Oh yeah, I finally saw that thing with Barron Trump. Biden had a sour look on his face, and then it's been reported that Barron Trump told Biden, um, God, what did he tell him? He told him like he said watch out or something, and then Biden had this like sour look on his face. I mean, how does Barron Trump, an 18-year-old, mog Biden that badly? There's no such thing as unrealized capital gains. That's what liberals wanted to do. How can I double my money quick with no risk? Well, I mean, I can't give you an absolute no risk thing to double your money quick, honestly, man. Um, Definitely the high cap alts are going to do good. High cap alts are do well. If you want it to be safe and just double your money, high cap alts. 366. Yeah, it's a year is long term cap, but nobody's waiting a year with these coins, man. I mean, if you are, it's good for you, I guess. I agree. People should hold and stuff, and I guess it would have been over a year with SPX if I just would have held it. Vine, I know I did see Vine. We'll see what Vine ends up doing. I'm in 4chan, the Ethereum one though, not the Solana one that was just created. Unrealized capital gains tax. Unrealized capital gains in the stock market. What do you mean the right move? No, there's no such unrealized gains don't exist. They're not. It makes no sense. You don't actually have the money. It's not. That's like a communist type tax. You can't tax that. Got into SPX at $1.10. Yeah, I mean you'll probably get like a 20x or a 30x. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I already looked at I looked at the buying chart already though, dude. Kamala proposed 20% unrealized gains. Yeah, but that got shut down anyways. I don't know why they were thinking about proposing that. The liberals did propose that, yeah. What is the best way to figure out what the stocks to buy? Well, I'm not in stocks very much. I really couldn't advise you on stocks, honestly, man. I don't know. You'd have to talk to people about that. Depends what your risk tolerance is. That mainly is what it's based off of. You would have turned 5K into 60K with Vine. Well, you put 5K into it at that low market cap. You must be a whale for that. I'll be honest. Unrealized gains is a stupid thing. Well, unrealized gains don't make any sense because the entire point is they're not realized, so they can't be taxed. You're taxing nothing. There's nothing to tax. The money has not been made yet. You know. But I mean, I think the plan was to introduce it with like really rich people who were manipulating the stock market. But still, it's like you can't be doing stuff like introducing stuff like that. It'll make it even harder for normal Americans to buy stocks. Billionaires won't care what on unrealized gains. It's terrible for everyone. It de-incentivizes investing and growing, which is probably it's like a communist thing. That's what they would like. Research quantum gravity computers. They would make today's supercomputers look like pocket calculators in comparison. That's an interesting thought. Do you like Nasdaq 420 on Sol? No, that doesn't even exist. What the QQQ 420 is what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't really like that coin. That coin's at like 40K anyways, I think. No, I have the Ethereum one. Pepsi is trading at a near 52-week low. When you first got into crypto, people were trying to give you 10 BTC just for fun. Bullshit. You wouldn't be here if you were that early or you really fumbled. No, they were doing that in like 2010, bro. I'm not in BTC at all. No, I don't own any. I mean, people can own BTC. That's fine. I don't think it's people owning BTC. BTC though, what it's it's hampered by its market cap. What is it going to 2x? I mean, maybe it goes to 250. I don't know, but it's hampered by its market cap for sure. Bring a BTC Maxi in here, and it's I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you could make more money with, and BTC is fine. It's good for crypto. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this live stream. I'm gonna be going to sleep, guys. I'll be seeing you. Yeah, QQQ. I mean, I've seen that. Vine making all memes bleed right now. No, it doesn't have enough money to affect other memes. Honestly, it would have to be a billion at least in market cap for it to really significantly affect other memes. Chiefs winning now would cement their legacy. Yeah, I mean, I hope the Bills win. Honestly, All right. Good night, guys. I'll see you.